Hello. Hi, Amle,
Hi,
Yasmin.
are we on
Hi
air now?
everyone. Hi
Yeah,
guys.
we're on the air. How are you? Hi, Yasmin. How are you?
Oh,
It's been a while.
Good,
yes, it's been a
Amle,
while.
how
So
are you doing?
hi.
Yeah,
good, good. How are you guys?
yeah.
Are you guys, Yasmin?
How's your how's your Sunday? How's your weekend? How's the week? Wow.
Actually, I've been very
Seems
productive.
very strange, eh? I think like it
Well,
still feels very strange, eh? You
What?
know, after
Because
the
of
well,
the
RMCO, and I mean like
it's
now is
gonna
the
take me some.
RMCO, and hmm.
It's
How
gonna
I
me take some. It's gonna take
yes,
me some time
yeah.
to get used to this. Trying to imagine we are at a mama restaurant right now,
Yeah.
having teh
Yasmin,
tarik.
you're already going to office and every day now.
yeah. Well, supposedly 2 days a week, but then I truly go more than that because I I think being at work helps me think differently,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
I was missing, I think, just human interaction in general. That was, I mean, the thing is, with video calls, you see that person a couple of times a day, but it's different when you see that person with you. So I now cherish those moments a lot.
Yeah. How about you, Amle? How's your week, Amle?
Okay. So far, so good. I am not complaining. I'm doing things that I enjoy doing. That's all that matters. You know, work is. I think I managed to find a kind of job that I enjoy. So it's not really working in that sense, you know.
Right.
So hopefully it will stay until I die.
That's
Inshallah,
okay.
it will be very, very long till then, Amle. We all wish everyone healthy and long life.
Yeah, as long as you and you know what they say. If you love your job, you don't have to work a single day.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's
It's true.
true. Hey, by
Well,
the
so
way,
what are we talking about this week,
hey, today
Bang Alam?
we don't have a host, you know. This is the first time we don't have a host.
So,
So what we going
hello,
to do?
Yasmin, Amle.
Eh?
I am G, your host for today. Ada hantu
Hey,
eh.
ada G. Hey,
The host.
How are you feeling today?
yeah,
Okay, good. Thanks.
Good, good, Casper. Host, host,
G host. Oh,
host,
I
okay.
believe
host.
at least you can hear the voice, you know, but you
Yeah,
know,
it's interesting, right? You feel like you can hear a voice, right? Macam like, oh,
Check this out. I'm the ghost from your past.
this is a very shy ghost.
I only have skeletons from my past.
ah, right.
From
This
whose
will
Today's
be
side?
session
interesting.
will be slightly different. I hope you don't mind. Okay. This is so Black
Right.
Mirror, yo. I just would like to know more about the three of you, if that's okay. I feel like I need a
Mm.
Ouija board. Yes, okay. We'll
Ah.
give you a set
Okay.
of
Oh, so
questions and we'll sembang. Don't worry, I don't bite. Better not.
okay.
Okay, kita cuba,
Let's.
kita cuba.
I think this will be interesting. All right.
Questions.
Sembang with G.
Mas ala Gini tak kreatif langsung. Minta question pada orang lain. Okay.
Oh, drum roll.
Proud sauce.
Ah,
Ah,
right. Okay, what's Amli lah? Amli, since you're the
No,
youngest, Amli.
Yasmin go first.
Okay,
no, no,
Yasmin, you're the ladies first. Ladies first.
no.
Ladies first.
Ladies first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you don't know this thing about me, but and only discovered this recently. I'm really hardcore introvert.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I would
It's
be surprised, Yasmin. Like, how do you talk in front of thousands of people and being extremely introvert?
oh, I've got this. It's that process in my mind. I psych myself to not. It's tough. So
Do you,
if you
do you still
think
get nervous? Do you,
you
do you
see
still
me
get
doing
nervous,
that
Yasmin?
out there, sorry.
Do you still get like nervous, talking in front of big crowd after
Yeah.
20, 30 years of,
Yes.
you know?
Normally, the more nervous I get, the better the talk becomes.
Oh, wow.
In
I
my
never
opinion.
thought of that.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah?
enough
I
of you guys.
Amle. Okay, now Amle.
Me,
Yeah. Huh.
what can I tell about myself? I don't know.
Something that
Maybe,
people don't know about.
oh, maybe sometimes I feel that other people should describe me. I feel better that way because sometimes I don't see
Amle,
myself
janganlah
very
kita
Anda,
well.
are you
bersoalan.
avoiding the question?
Apa? Come on.
That's
Answer, Amle. Something that people would want to know about you.
yeah, as truthful as possible.
Okay, how what should I tell about myself?
Ali, you go.
Falik,
You
can you
want to
go?
tell me? Okay, I can. Well, for those who know, for those who are close to me, they probably know. But I'm a DJ. I make music. I'm a DJ. I make a lot of like electronic music, like mixes. I have my channels where I express my creativity through music. I also um I also like to collect shoes. Yeah. I just bought a shoes, yesterday. Yesterday, I went for an interview, right, at RTM, and I just bought these shoes. It's a Nike shoe. It's called Nike Space Hippie. It was made from trash. Nike
Ah,
create a shoe that was made from sampah.
that's good.
So yeah, so I was like, I have to have this lah kan. Macam it's something interesting lah. I think as
Cycle.
a future of in many things and fashion ke in whatever, and I feel drawn to things like this now lah. Yeah. How about you, Amle?
Okay.
Oh,
Net
okay.
joke.
Amle tak sempat jawab.
Amli doesn't have to answer the question. Come on, G.
Lepas ni Amli kena jawab. Tak apa. We have to move on. Amli kena jawab lepas ni. Amli is going to be the next. Okay.
Okay, apart from okay, my major call this I like wildlife. Okay, to be true. But then I like other things, photography, traveling, and music. And sometimes I do live performances at restaurants.
Basking
This
lah.
kind of, I just
Like
enjoy
basking.
or joining other bands. It's just for fun. I don't take any payment or whatever, and yeah, I try to enjoy myself a lot. And
It seems like 2 out of 3 of us are definitely creatively inclined.
I don't
Fadi.
You
think
are. You are,
I'm
Yasmin.
not that creative.
I'm not.
I realize that
I dance to music. That's about it.
No,
yeah.
I mean like in music lah, but you draw, you
Yeah,
doodle, you're
sure.
creative.
Yeah,
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 you are creative. It's just
yeah,
that I
Yeah.
think the outlet is different lah.
yeah,
Kan?
yeah. Mine
I
is
But
out there.
Amli, we
personally,
never invited you to perform at Clef. I think next year we should have you to perform at Clef for free, right? As long as it's free, it's
yeah,
okay.
it's free for me from me, But I think creativity is. I think Fat is the most creative. I think is a very creative person, if not even the most creative, but a very creative person. And I think for Econites, we need creative person. I am not a creative person. I may be a technical person. I may know some facts about what I'm interested in, but when it comes to creativity, trying to get people to be in the doing something good for the environment, I don't think I'm that good. So that's why I'm
Hmm.
glad we have a lot of young people who are very creative and at the same time passionate about the job, passionate about what they are doing in Econites to do a lot of things because
Hmm.
they can find the creative ways, the attractive or sexy ways of getting the public to be involved. And so far, I've seen that a lot of people who are participating in Econites projects are mainly because this is my assumption, is because of the creative things that we do, the way we attract
Hmm.
them. And I think we should continue doing it because
Uh,
it's so difficult right now to get the public to be involved in sustainable activities. There are so
hmm.
many other things out there, so many other priorities, especially
We
for now.
we
People are
we learn
looking
it we
for
learn it from Yasmin.
good. I'm
We
I'm
all
I'm
learn it
glad
from
that
Yasmin.
we are doing that, and I hope we
Yeah.
can always get this energy to go forward to look for the best ways to get the public because the challenge is very strong right now, especially
Hmm.
during the PKP or MCO. People have a
Hmm.
lot of other priorities. So how do we get them to be involved?
Okay. Next question, Amli. Thanks, Amli.
No
Dah nak
problem.
masuk lecture, dah nak almost lecture ni.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
Next, G, come on. Come on. Let's try to keep it short and fast. Oh, sustainable living is lit. Hey, Amli, do you know what lit is or not?
Okay. Drunk.
It used to be drunk. It used to be. Now it means
The word
exciting or
lit
excellent.
is a slang for drunk. Now, lit has taken on a new slang meaning describing something that is exciting or
Ini orang kata dak WeChat lah ni. Like budak-budak muda sekarang they say like, oh, it was lit yo, it's lit. Macam power lah, best lah. So yeah, what do you think, Amli, Yasmin?
Is that the general perception on sustainability?
So that's why
No
we're
lah.
discussing it.
Yeah, this like whether it is or not lah. What do you think? That is the question.
Discuss it.
Yeah.
For me, it's a lead. I'm not sure about others, but maybe if I don't know, maybe in the urban areas, maybe it's something which is cool. I don't know.
Hmm.
Will
How do we make
somebody
it
wear a
cool?
t-shirt?
How?
I am a
Yeah.
sustainable. I practice sustainable livelihood. Would they want to wear thing like that, or would they prefer
Yeah.
I am green?
Hmm. But how do we make it lead to say like rural people or maybe people who are not into it? Yasmin, what do you think? Like how do we make it really? We always talk about we want to make sustainable practices sexy, right? Like bring back the sexy in green, right? Remember we always talk about that, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Like how do we sustain that? Yeah.
Well, I don't think I don't think one stakeholder or one entity can make it all lit.
Hmm.
We can contribute to making it lit, but it's a systemic thing. I think how the government sees it, how businesses see it, it must be done in a way that people would perceive it as something that is the new norm, you know. So I don't know. I mean, I think to make this topic trendy, I guess it's worth doing lit things, but I don't know. I mean, I'm indifferent to this. If this is a trendy thing to get people to learn about sustainable living, yeah, so be it. But what about 30, 40 years from now? What if other things are lit? Then it becomes the same problem again. So
Yeah.
But I
I
think it's
think
a very good opportunity now, kan? Because of the new norm. I think a lot of people have started to think about different things differently. Yeah, you know, like you stay at house. You know, macam for example, macam bill TNB naik and everyone is concerned and everyone starting to feel like, should I reduce my electricity use? And you know, like people are starting to get affected by many things and they start to think about, you know, how do I make some change? That's what I think, like even for me at my house, and I'm starting to think like I have to seriously do something better rather than do things the way I do. Yeah, I did before. Not I do like things that I did before.
yeah,
sustainable living is lit if, again, I have to stress this, if they have the right values. If they want to do something, if they have the value, for example, the basic value, for example, is that reducing is good. It's something that I want to do. If that is something which is already nurtured in their mind, in their souls, then whenever they do something which is towards that direction, they will enjoy it because they are doing something that they already have that as a value. Can we have an example of something which is lit? Then we can see how can we tally that to sustainable livelihood.
I think for example one thing is you know like veganism kan. You see like a lot of people became like vegetarian now. It becomes you know like more people becomes vegetarian. It becomes
Okay.
trendy and I think people feel like there's a lot of benefits to it. I feel like that's one of the thing that is lead lah orang pergi kedai makan salad. Mana ada dulu kan like 5 years 10 years ago ada ke orang pergi like salad bar mana ada kan. Now like salad bar everywhere. All this healthy food is like more than 10 years ago. Do you agree, right?
Yeah, I think some people actually say that actually are proud when they say that they are a vegetarian or a vegan.
Like I know more people now that is vegetarian than before. Like I feel like it becomes a big trend lah. That's what I think lah. Yasmin, you have something just now. You feel like there's something you want to say.
well, like I said, I think humankind, like if there's enough awareness and there's enough mass numbers of people supporting a movement, and essentially when people realize that this brings direct benefit to me, like I guess veganism would be from a couple of perspectives. Number one, reducing the need to cull animals, you know, meat-based diet. And number two, it also could be from a health perspective that
Yeah.
being veganism is like a way of cleansing your body from with healthier protein. So either way, I think it's the personal gain that will motivate people to do something more regularly. Because maybe the end result is a personal reward. Like, I don't know, maybe veganism is you feel better, or consciousness is better because you know you're not affecting farm animals or consuming them. So, and if it's your personal philosophy, and if you go somewhere else on this planet or just on the street, then you will find another activity, gardening, for instance, that's lit. And it would be with a specific group. So it's great. There's definitely more of that today. And there's also more communities online, offline to support your growing interest in any area. So I think this generation onwards would not be short of broad spectrum of activities to kickstart sustainable living activities in their lives. But that lucky. But if it's
It
about
has to start somewhere, right? It feels like you have to start somewhere. Like you need to
yeah,
pick up one thing that has benefit to you, then try to grow to, do more and be more sustainable.
and then it must make practical sense. I
Hmm.
won't do something that's gonna hurt my pocket. I'll do something that is, Okay, next question.
Ah.
What was the aha moment that made you realize, hey, sustainable living is
You just
not that expensive, nor is it convenient, as some would bluntly say?
you just mentioned just now, like, does it hurt your pocket? You just mentioned just before this question came out, right? Like
Yeah.
people
G
always
read
think
my
that,
mind.
yeah, yeah, G,
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely. If
So,
it's expensive, I'm not gonna do it. If it's too inconvenient, especially for my family, what's going on the screen?
hmm.
Um, G's messing up. So I won't do it. It has to be very practical.
What do you think is practical, Amle? Is it expensive
No,
or
of course it's not
inconvenient?
expensive. No, because for me, sustainable living is about, I mean, theoretically, is about using what you need. That's all. It's
Hmm.
not about, changing to green technology so much, or so much about green technology, or using high tech stuff to achieve what we call sustainability. It's about using the resources wisely, and normally and usually more often than not, is cheap. For example,
Hmm.
you use, the only the amount of water that you need. You switch off your lights when you don't need it. Very simple things like that. I don't see that there is a notion that green technology will save the world. Yes, green technology is important, but we have to look at, why do we need green technology in the first place? It's because of our own lifestyles. So if you
Hmm.
change lifestyles, perhaps you don't have to spend a lot of time or resources in green technology. You just use whatever resources you have, reduce whatever you are using too much, and then for example, the rubbish in the rivers. If in the first place people are living sustainably, I don't think we need the green technology or all this million RM infrastructure to clean up the rivers. So it's actually economically beneficial for the whole society and for the individual. And I think this is one thing that we should highlight to people, that being green is not expensive. We should show them that being green is actually saving your money, if that's what they want.
Yeah, I think.
I,
Yeah,
I,
I
I
think.
don't
I
like
think for
to,
me.
to make people be practice sustainable livelihood to save money, but it should be something else. But if that is what people want, we should show them this is going to help you economically.
I think for me, my aha moment was it start to hurt my pocket lah. Like my lifestyle starts to hurt my pocket. I
Yeah.
thought like, I think I should, be more considerate or be more prudent with my expenses, right? But at the same time, you're looking for options. I think looking for option is what I like. Like, I like to like have an option, a lot of options to make decisions, right? And then among the options that is, that I've researched, there are some of these options that I feel like is more, again, eco-friendly or something that is more sustainable for me. And I think it starts from there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think options are very important. We cannot simply tell, don't do this, jangan buat tu, jangan ni, jangan tu. I think a lot of activism this going to a sustainable development ni, banyak sangat jangan, don't do this. We always say no. We should provide options. If you say we don't want to, let's say somebody want to chop down a tree, and then we say no, you cannot. But they say, but maybe he will say, I need to chop down this tree to sell and get money. If we don't agree, if we disagree, then we have to give another option. What is a better option? So this is very important for us to know that lah. We cannot simply tell
Pakai
people, all the
pakai
negative things.
pakai pakai tai gajah lah, kan. They make paper from elephant's poop, right?
Why not? You are apa
They
ni
are. I think they sell it,
promoting
right? That's mean,
circular
kan.
economy.
Yeah, they sell like papers from elephant poops, like there's this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
So
can
maybe
you
that's
imagine during the pharaohs' days and the Egyptian days, paper was made from human skin. That was resource.
hmm.
Manuscripts and archaic documents were written on human skin.
yeah.
Wow.
There is a use for everything if you think about it.
Yeah.
That is
It's
really circular economy.
Don't burn, skin them.
It's just in
Yeah.
the name of progress and in the name of industrialization and now digitalization. We've just found a lot of shortcuts. I
Convenience,
think the
age
reason
of
is,
convenience, eh?
yeah, the reason maybe is we justify it by saying that it makes our lives more efficient, better, more convenient. But
Yep.
it's the same activity we've done for thousands of years. Just that to make it more convenient, we're now extracting more resources and we're also throwing out more. So I
So
think that's the big difference.
Okay. Okay. Oh, last question.
last question. My
And
God.
that
For this session, we have
Struck.
had a glitch earlier. Dee was starstruck to meet you. Okay. You have all the money in the world to invent a device or technology that could solve an environmental problem. What would that be?
wow.
Well, a multi-purpose incinerator to change all trash into something which can be used 100%. Close the loop.
I was about to say something like that lah, like to manage waste lah, but I think waste is the end product, right? I feel like if me,
There
I don't
shouldn't
know,
be
like,
there shouldn't be any end product. There should
hmm,
it should be a circular economy. There is no trash. The end of trash.
hmm. I wish that, the natural power can turn it into something lah, like the sunlight, and tapi instead of change it to energy, it can turn into something, like you can harness something forever or for as long as you can without taking the natural or natural resources. I don't know what, but I feel like we are using too much of whatever that is left on this earth. Like there's no way it can stop, right? Because the population is growing, it's always growing, and macam, how do you manage that resources? So if has to be something that can significantly reduce the usage of natural resources.
I don't know
Yeah.
whether population is really the problem. I think we all know, we are all too familiar with Gandhi's quotation. He said, "The world has enough for everybody's need, but not enough for everybody's greed." I think if we just stick to what we need, I think the world can support more.
Hmm. What do you think, Asmin?
I think if we want to control environmental problems in an integrated and holistic way, and I think we need to define and understand what environmental problem means. And I read this question as a future where either resources are severely depleted or that the planet is severely polluted. There is no way to completely reverse that if we don't adopt a tech or a device. I would say tech. And I think this, number one, I think we need a more global control of human acts. So I think I'm looking at it as a very sci-fi futuristic way where the world knows exactly how many people it can accommodate. And for every each life brought into this world, I can imagine us all having some sort of chip that and every child on this world has 100 credits for your 80 years of life. And
Wow.
your job is to ensure you don't use out these credits. You have to do something to get more credits. It's a bit dark, but
Wow. It feels like a movie script now. Like I feel like there's a movie like similar to that. I can't remember the name, but I look for it.
it's a movie like that too,
I think it was
where
Justin Timberlake's movie, and I think Justin Timberlake acted in that or something. I remember like like there's like a time, like it's always reducing, and then at the point like your time is up. Yeah.
it would be a completely maybe cyborg robotic world where AIs would probably be able to measure every action you take. And if you
Mm.
don't take the right action as per what saving the planet is, then you get demerits or you get warnings or something like that. So, but in order to do that, you can't live in a planet where there's so many world leaders. You need an ultimate leader that can govern how the planet runs. So that is quite far fetched, but I don't see any any other options going forward if we're not disciplined today or we don't acknowledge where we are today and still want to continue with our lifestyle.
Or we can go to Mars. We follow Elon Musk and go to Mars, huh?
and destroy Mars.
And destroy Mars.
Yeah,
Uh,
the Martians will be scared of us.
yeah.
The
I think
nukes we
they say diorang semua
consume.
tengah menyorok kan, because like, oh man, they are coming for us.
If we don't change our values, no matter where we go, we're gonna change. We are going to destroy the place that we go. If we go to the moon, we are gonna destroy the moon. But if we change our values, I think we still can stay on Earth, even in
Values.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's the most
investing
important
in
thing.
like creating like the right values like really putting like whatever resources into, re-engineered values human values because I think
Yes,
it's
human
just it
values.
goes like
You-
it's going too much away from, like as me say, like thousands of years people have been living sustainably and like the values have been going away too much, and
Yes,
I
that
think
is the
it needs to
root
be.
problem. The values. If
Mm,
we are settled with the values, I don't think we're gonna have a lot of problems. You look at the social problems that we have nowadays. Why are they there? Because of what we call the unethical values. People
mm,
don't care about each other, thus they don't care what they throw into the river. People don't care about each other, thus they chop down the trees without respecting other people's rights to live. They pollute the water
mm.
and whatnot. I think it all boils down to our values, our priorities, our perspectives, our world view. If you
I,
have
I,
the
I think mankind has been just given too much face lah. Bagi
Too
muka
much
banyak
face.
sangat. Yeah. I not value ni, you not value to, so I'm gonna fight to demonstrate my value is better than yours.
correct,
And as a consequence, everyone's confused what sort of is over. And ultimately, I think the future, if it really is about human survivability, really about ensuring our genes are passed on, then there must be an overarching rule, overarching value that is applicable to everyone. And you better well follow it.
well,
Because your
there are
action
certain,
then relates to disrupting something about
Mm.
bigger, but I don't know what kind of governance style this would be called in the future, but at the end of the day,
Communism.
I don't
Communism.
they
Social. uh,
there's so much lacking of political will. There's so much personal agenda in today's world.
Too
Um,
democratic, you think? You think too democratic, like have to listen to what everyone has, and everyone has different opinions, and you know.
yeah, I think every ideology has its set of challenges. But now moving forward, are we advanced enough to look at what sort of governance structure needs to be in place in order to govern a future that is safe and can provide for all? This moment, Rivers. Oh, we have a question from an FB user.
Wow. We have a question.
From Lana, do you think system barter would somehow help the environment where people trade for only something they need? I don't know.
That was in my mind a few weeks ago.
Huh?
Barter system. This paper money
No.
is, I think, causing a lot of problems.
The answer is no.
Yeah, I mean, but barter system in a traditional sense, in an archaic sense, if you live couple hundreds years ago where you only tend to your land and you only have certain things and your neighbor has certain things, yeah, you would, then the barter system will work. But as the market evolved, but it was just not a sustainable approach. Capitalism just took over. You would need to buy in order to feed the system. So in an ideal situation, if we all barter, we would all have to be traders traveling different distances to get what we want, right? So that would not be that would not generate the birth of capitalism we see today. So
I think
I don't think it's
capitalism is.
realistic. If you live in a community,
Excuse me.
a small community, certain things you can barter. But what if your community, katakan tak ada ubat, tak ada doctor, tak ada medicine, another community has, what are you going to barter to that same value? Dulu lain kot. Things you trade are more limited. I don't know. I don't see it being realistic, but I could be wrong.
That's a good point of view. I'm still thinking about this question because it was in my mind some time ago.
You can think because it's a short break, Amle. You have to think
Okay.
longer. You have to answer
Got it.
next week. Okay, we are taking short break. You can go to toilet, buat kopi je, order kopi kat mama je.
Order roti canai.
Yeah.
Break, yeah.
Wow. Ada protege.
Next segment.
Wow, G ada protege. Okay, we're taking a break. See you guys in a few minutes.
Going on.
Hello. Hi, everybody. What's up? Well, sorry for the glitch just now. We were busy haunting some buildings, especially some hospitals. But I'm sure you're wondering who am I? I'm not G, by the way. G is my mentor. I'm actually Casper. And you must be wondering how we look like behind the scene, but we're not going to show you how we look like, all right? So I'm Casper, G's prodigy, and also a ghost wannabe. Mark the words, ghost wannabe, but I'm no ghost. I'm actually an owl. I don't know how to hoot though. If anyone could teach me on the comment below, maybe you can share some links to YouTube videos that shows me how to hoot like an owl. That's why I want to be a ghost. I prefer to be a ghost. All right, so right now G is taking the guest out for a little break to haunt some people as usual. That's G's hobby. And I'm not sure how long they'll be haunting people. I think maybe Amle or Fadli, they will do a good job in haunting people, right? I think Amle is probably sneezing now because I'm talking about him. And as a prodigy, well, in order to qualify as a ghost or a ghost owl, I have to do some announcement for G. Right, boring job, but this is my responsibility, I guess. Okay, so the first one, if you all can see, right, that those are our announcement. So first of all, maybe some of you might know, or maybe some of you may not know that Econites, which is the organizing committee of Kuala Lumpur Eco Film Festival, KLEFF, has actually launched Cleflix. Basically, it's a clef version of Netflix or iFlix, but this is Cleflix. And Cleflix is a digital screening initiative of Clef, which was launched in March, late March, right? 22nd March. And it's basically a platform where we will screen all sorts of environmental and community themed films. They are not only just Clef firms, but they are also firms that we search around the world, right? Yep, that's my job as well as Casper. I fly around and I hoot around to find firms. And tomorrow, which is 22nd of June, guess what? We are launching our latest film package on the theme of forest conservation. So to those who would love to watch films on forest conservation, do subscribe to us. It's cleflix.my, and you can subscribe as a free subscriber, or if you want to enjoy the exclusive Clef films, you can subscribe as a premium subscriber, right? And the next one is, well, as a digital platform for films or from all around the world, obviously we want to have or we want to provide the best films with the best subtitles for our viewers, especially the Malaysians. And we are actually searching for volunteers to do translation for the subtitles from English to Malay. For now, most of the films have English subtitles, but we would also like to reach out to the Malay speaking communities because we believe that the films is a very good medium to educate people. And we also want to help our filmmakers who have been supporting us for so many years to reach out to as many people as possible. So anyone who would like to volunteer with the Cleflix team, go over to KLEFF or Kuala Lumpur Eco Film Festival Facebook. They've just posted on the call for volunteers. You can click on it and you can straight away sign up as a volunteer. All right. The next one is the eye cycle. Yes. To those of you who know Econites for a long while, you know that our office is actually a place where we collect all the recyclables because we partner with iCycle, right? Well, my home is over there. My nest, our nest is there. I don't know. Owls are not supposed to have nests. They just sit on a branch, but I have a nest. So somehow my nest is there. And it's overlooking the iCycle drop-off center. So the eye cycle will resume soon because we had to pause the operation due to the COVID-19, but it's going to resume soon, and the Econites team will be announcing the SOPs this week. And last but not least, well, it's June, and this episode is the last episode of June. Not the last episode of everything, but the last episode of June. So do look forward for our 5th episode on the 5th of July. Yes, this is a very good number, 557. 5th episode on the 5th of July. All right. So please don't wait for us next week in June. We won't be here. All right. Probably you might see me flying around your house, or maybe G might be haunting people. Okay. I don't think, well, is G come back? Let me see. I'm just going to look out of my window and see if G is coming back. G, are you there, G? Ace G is here. Now I shall go and hunt for rats. So long, everybody.
Mustard.
Hey, thank you, Casper. And IG, welcome back. It was a fun break. Ah,
Time for a game. Do you guys want to play? Sure. Have you heard of Would You Rather? Amri, have you heard of Would You Rather?
Yeah.
You have? You have to answer them honestly. Okay. How do you play this? Ada butang ke? Leave them in the comment box. Okay. Let's play the game.
yes. Okay, we are ready, but we have to be quick. I think we have a short
Okay.
session.
Anak lecture, okay? Get straight to the answer.
Grow your own food.
Grow my own food and don't buy groceries. Ayah kot nak buat baju.
Yeah, I would grow my own food because I want to buy shoes.
Yeah. I will grow my own food.
Because
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
shoes,
Next,
so
next,
I can't make my own shoes. I can only buy, so I will.
meat
And I think
or
it's really
bye-bye to
good.
driving
Yeah.
a car. Bye-bye to eating meat. I need to get in my car.
Man, this is hard. Wow.
I don't like meat anyway, so bye-bye meat.
Uh,
Come on, guys. Don't think too much.
Yeah. I think I'll buy meat.
I think I think I will still eating meat and I will get a driver to drive car for me.
Stop it.
No.
I'm not gonna drive. Get someone to drive for me.
Next,
I can drive motorbike.
island. Island.
Pangolin or jungle. Oh man. Island. I'm also island for me. Amle, you must be jungle, right? Amle?
I think I'll go with jungle. I'm not
Yeah?
familiar with island. I'll go with jungle.
I can. Yeah. Yeah.
Island.
Island for me. Yeah. Two only. Oh, right bike. Wow.
If I have a reliable person, yes, I will carpool to work.
Or ride a bike. I don't mind like a really nice bike. You know? Ducati ke or something lah, like macam memang cool
Bicycle
gila kan.
lah.
I think I look cooler lah if I ride a bike and feel like I feel like my
Bicycle.
confidence.
I think
naik lagi
I carpool to work. I prefer carpooling to work. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I may have a lot of things to bring to the office. So I need a car. And
Only
it may
what you
rain.
need, Amle. Only bring what you need, Amle. Come on. Reduce.
Maybe it's raining, so car is a safe choice.
Okay.
Next. Spend your life doing research at the Arctic or spend your life as a safari
Africa.
ranger.
Africa lah. I cannot stand cold lah. I'm like bad. I'm bad with cold. I can't even
had
sleep in
enough
aircon.
cold weather. I had enough cold weather in Canada for 5 years. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, you were in Canada for 5 years, kan?
Yes.
Crazy, eh?
So.
I can't. That's why I prefer to stay on the island because it's hotter. It's hotter longer than colder. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
No cold.
No, Africa, definitely.
Africa, yes.
Yeah.
Have the superpower to clean rivers by snapping your fingers or stop people from littering by just snapping your fingers.
Stop people
lah. Root cause.
Stop people from littering. Yeah.
Stop people from
I'm
littering.
not
This
confident
Japanese
enough
movie I saw.
of the credibility of the superpowers.
Yeah.
Like Thanos kan, like stop.
Yeah. No.
And then make them eat it.
Wow.
Do your advocacy work through songs or films? Songs, yo.
Songs.
Yeah.
Songs.
I still feel like film. I don't know. I mean, I think it would be a really awesome project if I can do my advocacy through music, because I love music, but I still can't find that. You know, like how do how do you do advocacy through music lah? I think film has more impact for at the moment, but I think the
When
challenge
you have
is music.
found your cause, when you have found your cause, then you'll be able to do the narratives to support your advocacy for music.
Yeah. But what I think is like now films has more impact, but I want the challenge to to use song as advocacy lah.
But
Yeah.
songs can be used in films too.
Yeah. Songs for me, music, check my channel.
Swim in a sea of sharks or get thrown in the Stone Age and with dinosaurs. That's
Oh,
not neither.
Stone Age. I prefer Stone Age.
Stone Age.
I'm phobia. I as much as I love beach and sea, but I'm really phobia with the idea of sharks. I can't since I was really young. So I think I can live with dinosaur longer lah than shark.
Yeah, dinosaurs. I'll find like a giant tree and hide under it.
Yes.
Yeah,
There's a lot
and
of
hang out with dinosaurs that doesn't eat meat, right? Like the the Brontosaurus ke kan? Brontosaurus kan, macam like you won't eat me, so I'll hang out with you.
and there were a lot of food during Stone Age,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you climb on a Brontosaurus, you can climb on a tree as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Last
Last
one.
ASMR.
What is that? ASMR.
I think it's that noise thing, right? Like that sound that
You know?
when you scratch your nails on the blackboard. Am I correct?
Get to give a talk through ASMR style. Okay.
Climate deniers.
Climate deniers. Yeah.
That would be a
Climate
nice
deniers.
challenge.
What's the use of
Wow.
talking to people who are already converted?
Yeah. Most of the time, half the crowd is climate deniers anyway.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Or half of the time,
anyway.
most of them are climate deniers.
And it makes it even more like I like the challenge. I like the challenge.
It's more challenging.
Yeah.
And that's our mission anyway,
Yeah. I like to know what part of what's happening today that you still don't get, and I'll try to communicate with you.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Next segment.
We're on our last
Break
segment.
again.
Probably our last segment. I think this is the last segment.
That is
If I'm not
another
mistaken.
segment.
Trivia.
Trivia time.
Trivia.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God. I will look.
God. Oh Tuhan.
Okay, let's do it. Okay.
This question is
Oof. It can't be United States, right? It can't be the US.
Proposed.
tricky ni, renewable energy.
I think Australia for me. I don't
Iceland.
know, but I think
I'll
Iceland.
go for Iceland.
I'll go for Iceland.
I go for Australia.
I don't know. If all of them are
Iceland.
Iceland. Wow.
Which American actor gave a heart-tugging speech about climate change?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, I think I remember. I think it was Joaquin Phoenix. I saw the video.
Wasn't that on Facebook?
Yeah.
Recently? Yeah. I love him.
What was it really on climate change or something much bigger than that? I think it was something more.
No, yeah. It's a film he made that he won for, and then he just took the opportunity to go out there and.
I think it was the Joker.
He won Joker, kan? And then he decided to do a speech about.
His
I think he
acting was
became vegan
marvelous.
also. I think it's also about meat industry, kan?
Yes.
And also like generally about.
Yeah, there are a lot of
taking care
male
of the earth,
celebrities that are vegan right now. A lot of rock stars.
And I think they serve vegetarian, kan, during the Oscar or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know.
that year. Yeah, yeah. So that's why I say it's lit lah. Now it's lit. Hmm.
Oh
Hmm.
my God.
I'm good now.
Amle.
I think 7.
Oh.
Protected areas.
Oh
Now,
wow.
I assume these wildlife protected areas.
Oh, what
Uh,
jawapan ini?
I
7.
I've no a 15 for me. I don't know really. Like
I don't know this
wow.
answer. Yeah. Amle.
Amle, you
15,
should be
15 maybe.
the
15.
15, eh? Oh,
Oh,
15.
Okay.
kudos.
Because
Kudos.
I
50
feel
is enough.
22 is too much lah. I don't think. Yeah.
You are so pessimistic.
I'm sorry, but yeah.
A bird's eye take up 50% of its head. Humans' eyes only take up about 5%. If human eyes are as big as a bird's, they would be as big as.
Hmm. Hmm.
5%, 10 times. Wow. Baseball?
Baseball.
Baseball. I think tennis ball.
Is there a difference in size?
Is it? Tennis
What's
ball
the
for me.
answer?
Ah.
It's a big ball. Ball's bigger than a tennis ball, right?
I think
Yeah,
so.
baseball
I
is
think,
bigger than
yeah.
tennis
My,
ball. Hmm.
I got hit on my
Oh,
face
okay.
with a baseball before.
You.
Yeah,
Dekat mana?
like I cuba roll it up, kan? So it went like, whoop. And then for 1 week on campus, my whole side here was blue back. And I remember going on the school bus, the uni bus. This guy I kind of liked said, "Hey, you've got your makeup the other way around." Go back sampai sini tau. So macam makeup.
So what did you tell him?
That's what mata I macam like. He's like, maybe you got like makeup done wrong.
So what did
like,
you tell him?
I just sat somewhere else and what's the point of explaining? What's the point of explaining?
Yeah. Oh my God. That was funny.
Okay. Malaysia is estimated to produce 3,000 tons of edible food waste per day. That is enough a day. I say Kelantan.
I say Perlis.
I say
I don't get these questions from G.
G knows more than us, man.
Ask
Where?
me,
G, you know more than us. Yasmin.
Ah,
What did you say, Yasmin? Kelantan, right?
Kelantan, yeah.
Okay.
Why, Yasmin? Why do you think Kelantan?
No, I wasn't looking at the proportion of number of people. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm calculating.
I thought you did some calculation at the back of your head.
Yeah, some speculation.
Speculation, not calculation,
No,
speculation.
Cities of countries, G. I can nail that. Ask me scientific stuff, I can nail that.
Next question.
We
Come
have-
on, one more question. Come on, one more. Bonus question.
Bonus.
See, G knows what I'm thinking. Come on, give us something cool. Leo! I hope you're watching this.
I remember it was so historical. It did make
Oh my
history.
God.
We're so
I
lucky.
think
We
someone.
didn't have to send her to the hospital because the river
Oh my
was so
God.
dirty. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Who was it? Leonie.
Leo.
Oh,
Yeah.
dia jatuh dalam sungai
He
tu.
fell in the river.
Oh
man.
my God. Where was
Dah
this?
jawab mati. Ada
Dekat Sungai Gombak tu lah.
Sungai
Our
Gombak
usual
mana?
clean
Sentul?
up, our usual clean up area tu dekat
Sentul?
PPR Seri Terengganu dekat Sentul tu ya.
Oh, I see.
At the
Yeah.
log boom. Yeah, we were there. I think someone took a video and I took a photo. I have a photo of her.
Oh my
Like I nampak dia jatuh and the first thing I did was like take photo first then help. Sorry Leo, but yeah.
Leo, are you here?
Insta
Are you listening?
Insta moment.
Funny.
Oh.
All right. Thank you, G.
Anyway, thank you so much, and
Okay,
it
thank
was
you.
a really
And
fun,
everybody.
and I'm glad we had this talk, Yasmin and Namli. You know, like it has been a while since we borak-borak kosong and like
Sembang
catch
Alam.
up. Yeah, Sembang
Yeah.
Alam, man. Yeah.
I wish it's in the mama restaurant lah.
Maybe lah next time kita boleh buat mamak take over lah. Kita suruh mamak tanya kita soalan.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
10
Roti
roti
can-
canai
roti
berapa
canai.
kilogram tepung?
Berapa?
But thank
Yeah,
you guys.
anyway,
I hope
thank you so
y'all
much.
had a good time.
Yeah. I
Join
hope
us
it was fun
next
for
Okay,
week.
everyone. Thanks, Amle, Yasmin. Thank
Thank
you
you, Yasmin. Thank
physically
you.
someday.
Ted.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.